what's not? Maybe Kunal has spotted some Chartbusters. Kunal, what's on your list?
So Aisha, it's on the real estate index, and we've seen over the last 2 or 3 weeks specifically that the real estate stocks one by one is making they're making a comeback for themselves. But the larger pattern which is emerging for the real estate index is something which is interesting. The last 2 or 3 years of chart patterns indicate that the real estate index gone through more of a cyclical pattern. So this is the index charts over here. This is the stochastic oscillators. Now we talk of head and shoulder patterns and the cup and handle patterns on prices, but surprisingly and very interestingly, this time the patterns is getting formed on the indicator, which generally has a more stronger effect on the prices and the trends for the prices over the near to medium term. Now, since this is a daily charts, we've kept the horizon to another 3 to 4 weeks for the real estate index. Now, the index is closer to 405 odd range in terms of the NSE Realty Index. And looking at the inverted head and shoulder pattern, which we can probably anticipate that the index can come back towards this zone, which is the zone of the previous 2 resistances. As you can see over here, this was in September 2022 as well as March, April 2022, where the real estate index took a pause. So we may hit a pause button closer to that 455, 460 mark, which means from current levels of 400 approximately, we could be looking at least a 10% upside for the index, which means the components of the real estate index like DLF, RBL Realty, etc., they can see a similar kind of a percentage. And beyond this breakout is where we expect the bigger range breakout to happen, something like a 1-year consolidation to also end for real estate index. So we can take it step by step. As of now, 460, 475 approximately could be a nearest target for the real estate index, which means a 10% upside. And beyond that, the sky would probably open up for even a potential lifetime high breakout as well.
Okay, there you have it. That's the view coming in on the Nifty Realty Index. But let's find out which individual stocks as well Kunal is tracking. And Kunal, there's no IT on your radar, but a whole host of other mid caps.
Well, yes, Avan, and 2 buy calls which I would suggest. RBL Bank, one of the stock which I've recommended last week as well at 145 mark. That looks attractive. It started to get into that zone of a breakout. And interestingly, at a point when the large cap names like HDFC etc. are correcting, it could be a good buy for RBL Bank. Targets of 170, stop loss at 140. And the second would be Tata Chemicals, a stock which I flagged off in the morning. Targets of 1060, stop loss remains at 1000.